Welcome to Teaching Tips with Becky the Techie. As a tech integration specialist, my job is to find ways to help educators up their teaching game by incorporating technology into their lessons. By applying the SAMR model of integration and using Norman Webb's depth of knowledge, or DOK, questions and universal design for learning, or UDL, teachers can truly revolutionize their teaching. Today, I will explain those three pedagogies and why they are so important. The SAMR model is a framework created by Dr. Ruben Puentedora, and he designed it to create a shared or common language across disciplines. It categorizes the range of the different classroom technology integration techniques into 4 degrees of tech usage. The letters SAMR stand for substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. Substitution is when technology acts as a direct substitute with no functional change. Augmentation is when technology acts as a direct tool to substitute something, and it offers functional improvement. Modification allows for significant task redesign using technology. And redefinition allows for the creation of previously inconceivable ideas when creating new tasks. Examples of SAMR using Google Docs might be, for substitution, simply typing into the document. For augmentation, using something like the spell check or thesaurus. For modification, it would be to have peers making comments and revisions. And redefinition might be to publish it as a blog or an audio podcast on GarageBand. The SAMR model is an especially purposeful tool when the goal is blended learning and shifting the cognitive load to students. When we create lessons using SAMR, we make teaching and learning a smoother experience for educators and students alike. And in the long run, adding these technologies saves time and energy for the educators. The addition of any level of technology is always beneficial to students, but the goal should be to stay above the line, so to speak, between modification and augmentation. When we modify or redefine lessons with technology, we're preparing students for the 21st century, and that is essential. The DOK model is broken down into 4 levels as well. Level 1 uses recall and reproduction. Tasks at this level require recall of facts or rote application of simple procedures. The task doesn't require any cognitive effort beyond remembering the right response or formula. It's basic memorization. Level 2, skills and concepts. At this level, a student must make some decisions about his or her approach. Tasks with more than one mental step, such as comparing, organizing, summarizing, predicting, and estimating, are usually level 2 skills. Level 3 is strategic thinking. At this level of complexity, students use planning and evidence, and thinking is more abstract. A task may have multiple correct responses, and students need to justify their choices. Examples include non-routine problem solving, the designing of experiments, or analyzing characteristics of a genre. Level 4 is extended thinking. Level 4 tasks require the most complex cognitive effort. Students synthesize information from multiple sources, and it may take an extended period of time. And the transfer of knowledge from one domain to another is often present. Designing a survey, interpreting the results, analyzing multiple texts, and extracting themes, or writing an original myth in an ancient style would all be examples of level 4. So just like with the SAMR, we're aiming to get as high in the levels as we can with our students. The concept of Universal Design for Learning, or UDL, is a framework that addresses the notion of inflexible, one-size-fits-all learning. When lessons are designed to meet the needs of the average student, they fail to provide all the individuals in the class with fair and equal opportunities to learn by excluding learners with different abilities, backgrounds, and motivations. UDL is all about variability, and it offers choices and more flexible goals, methods, materials, and assessments. UDL is based on neuroscientific research, but simply put, it gives all students an equal opportunities to succeed The approach to teaching with UDL offers flexibility in ways that students access material and in the ways that they show what they know. UDL also looks for different ways to keep students motivated. There are 3 general principles. The first is about engagement. It looks for ways to motivate learners and sustain their interest. For example, giving choice, giving assignments that feel relevant to the students' lives. It can make skill building feel like a game, and it can help create opportunities for learners to get up and move around. The second principle is representation. It offers information in more than one format. For example, an instructor could do a worksheet along with maybe an audio recording or maybe a video. A teacher may also offer hands-on learning. This is because people learn in different ways. Some people respond better to written word, while others do better when they hear things. Some are better when they see things or when they actually get up and do things on their own. The third is action and expression, giving learners more than one way to interact with the material and show what they know. For example, students might be able to choose between taking a test with pencil and paper, giving an oral report, drawing a comic strip, or making a video game, maybe making a YouTube video, or by working in a group on a project. These are all things that help students take ownership. A more engaged student is going to learn more easily than a student that isn't engaged. With this podcast, I hope to help teachers find ways to incorporate these 3 pedagogies into their teaching and make the experience better for everyone. This has been Teaching Tips with Becky the Techie. I'll see you next time. Happy teaching.